Hello guys, welcome back to my next video. This is regarding to the computer science for class 6 and 7, and we have studied about the basics of computer in the previous video, and we have also studied about the computer hardware. If you remember, I'm sorry for being late to upload this part of the video, but we are making some other stuff. So let's begin with the lesson computer software. Alright, to begin, computer software is the intangible part of the computer. It is non-physical parts of the computer. One more time, I want to tell you that a computer is made up of major two components. The first one is computer hardware, and after that the computer software. About the computer hardware we learned in our previous video, and today it is about the computer software. Alright, so hardwares were the physical parts, and in the hardwares we studied about the physical parts, tangible parts which can be easily touched, just like the keyboard, mouse, other things. But here in the computer software we are going to study about the internal working instructions of the computer. That means the intangible parts, the knowledge section of the computer, or the instruction section, program section of the computer. Okay, so computer software are all the intangible, non-physical parts of the computer that you cannot touch. Okay, non-physical part of the computer system which cannot be touched. Alright, computer software is the intangible or non-physical part of the computer system which cannot be touched. Okay, hardwares are the physical parts that can be touched, but softwares are non-physical, so they don't have a body. Alright, so we cannot touch them. Physical, but they don't have physical body, so we cannot touch the software parts. Basically the software are the logical parts of the computer, or they are the non-physical parts of the computer system. And secondly, it is the collection of instructions that tells the computer what to do and how to do and when to do. Okay, so software is the collection of instructions. Okay, before I go for this sentence, I want to tell you this. Please listen. A computer is a machine, but it is little digital and automatic machine. So once we give the instruction to the computer, the instructions will be followed by the computer step by step, so that we don't have to regularly operate the computer, but we can write the instructions at one time. We can implement or we can run that instruction inside the computer. After that, the computer will automatically proceed all the instructions written in that program or software. That means a computer is a machine, so a computer doesn't have the working brain just like ours. It cannot think logically, and it doesn't have logical brain, so that we have to instruct the computer, we have to tell the computer what things to do, how to do those things, and when to do, means after which job should be carried out. That things we must tell to the computer, and to do that we have to give commands to the computer, and those commands we call instructions. Alright, those commands are called instructions, and one single command is called one instruction. And collecting the instructions there makes the program. Okay, so program is the collection of instruction. A program is the collection of instructions, and a program is there to complete a task. एउटा काम भइन्छ है, एउटा प्रोग्रामले एउटा काम भन्छ, एउटा फंक्सन गर्छ. So to carry out a function, carry out a job, the program is written, and inside the program there can be several number of instructions, one instruction or many instructions in a single program. And now moving to the software. Software is the collection of programs. So the collection of program becomes the software. before that I told you collection of commands or instructions to do a job is called the program, and the collection of programs become the software. Okay, the collection of commands or instructions to do a job, that becomes a program, and there are certain small programs, and those small programs and functions are collected on a single piece, and that makes the software. Okay, and a single command given to the computer is called an instruction. So a software is made of many instructions and many programs. Inside a software there can be many instructions and many programs. Okay, it's required by the user or as preferred by the programmer. As the software is designed, there can be one program, one instruction in a software, or there can be many programs or many instructions in the same software. So let's see again. Computer software is the intangible or non-physical part of the computer system which cannot be touched. Jसलाई छुन सकिदैन. Like you may be running a game inside the computer. So game is also a kind of application software. Can you touch the game? Can you touch the characters of the game? No, we cannot touch the characters of the game. We can control them through the keyboard or joystick or mouse, or we can play them, but physically we cannot touch them. There are trees, there are characters inside the game. We can see them, but we cannot touch them because they are non-physical. They are just the visuals. Alright, and that's why they are the softwares. So whatever you see on the screen, that is the display of the software parts. And next is, it is the collection of instructions that tells the computer what to do, how to do, and when to do. Alright, it means computer software. So computer software is the collection of instructions that tells the computer what to do, how to do, and when to do. So let's go for the next one. Without the software, computer cannot perform anything. That means I told you computer is a machine, so it cannot do anything itself by itself. It needs instructions, it needs commands, it needs operators to operate it, and then according to the operator's command, the computer can do the things. So without the software, the computer hardware, they cannot do anything. Okay, software tells the hardwares their job. What are their jobs? That the software tells to the hardware. It tells the mouse to work, it tells the screen to display the things. Yes, it tells the keyboard to get the command, get the input from the user. It tells the printer, software tells the printer to print something if there has to be printed. So software gives the commands. So without the software, the computer cannot work. It is the essential part of computer after hardware. So software can have one to many programs and instruction in it. One software can have many programs inside it and many instruction inside it. Okay, that we have already discussed. Now if you want to note them out, you can pause the video anywhere and you can note them out in your copy and revise them, and you can revise the video and see them again. So now let's move to the types of software. Remember, software has to do things in the computer. Software has to give command to the computer, and we have already studied that there are different. That's the tractor. Okay, let's not get distracted. Anyway, so there are different things to be done inside the computer. So to do those things, the computer softwares are of different types. Means there are different types of computer software, and there are major two types we have to see in this video. I am going to tell you about the major two types. There are different other types, means the subtypes, and here in this video we are going to study about the major two types. Major two types of softwares are system software and application software. So system software and application software, these two are the major two types of software. Major means main types of software are system software and application software. After that, let's see more. For the system software I have written here. So system software, what is system software? The software that is developed to control and manage the internal function of the computer system is system software. That means the computer has different parts in it. There is CPU, there is RAM, there is hard disks, there are memory units, and there are input units, output units, there are different electronic processing units. Yes, there is the time chip, and there are different other chips. They must be controlled, they must be managed. Just like if you have an example, you have different parts in your body and they must be functioning in a proper way. Yeah, if you see anything, there are systems, and systems have different parts. All right, and systems different parts must be managed in a proper way. They must be managed to work in a proper way. All right, so in the computer also, first of all, the computer parts must be working fine. Computer parts must be enabled to work, and for doing that, system software is there. So system software is developed. It is developed. System software is developed. Why? To control the working of the computer system, to control the working of the computer hardwares, and to give them proper commands, and to manage the internal functions. There are many internal functions. Yes, means there can be the data handling, and there can be a lot of other functions going on inside the computer. The RAM must be ready to work. Yes, the CPU must be ready to function, and the time machine must start to show proper time on the display. And if there is touch screen, then the touch screen must be set in a proper way. So these are the internal functions. So these all are seen and managed by the system software. First of all, system software looks the parts of the system and make them active and make them run and do their job, and later we can use those parts to do our job. So system software works for the system itself. It doesn't work for us. Okay, and it tries to find the solution to the system function of the computer system. Yes, it manages the internal functions भित्री कामहरु of the computer system is system software. Now after that, system software is made for the management of system. It only manages the system. Okay, system manage गर्नको लागि system software बनेको हुन्छ. यसले हाम्रो प्रब्लम को सोलुसन गर्दैन, यसले हाम्रो हिसाब क्याल्कुलेट गर्दिदैन, हाम्रो लागि पेन्टिङ गर्न दिँदैन, अथवा चाहिँ हाम्रो लागि लेख्ने ठाउँ दिँदैन. But it works for the system. It manages the internal function of the system. अनि फेरि सिस्टम ले काम गरेन भने बाँकी हामीले गर्ने कामहरु गर्न पाइदैन. So before the applications run, there must be the system working inside. So that system software is made for the management of system, and it works for the system but not for the users directly. त्यसले directly हाम्रो लागि काम गर्दैन. Example, Windows operating system and driver for printer. So Windows operating system, it is an operating system that operates the system. All right, the system is there, and you can see this interface. This is the program window. This is managed by operating system. There you can see the start button, and that is also managed by the operating system. You can see different buttons there. You can see the program listed, and these all are managed in that way. The interface is also managed, and the time is there running there. You can click on there and you can adjust the time and date. So these all things, they all are the system components, and they are managed by the operating system. Okay, so they do not directly solve our problem, but they make the computer ready for us. And another is driver for printer. This is also the system software. It manages the printing system. If a printer is connected to your computer, the computer must recognize, computer ले चिन्नु पर्यो के printer connected हो भनेर, and to recognize that त्यसलाई चिन्नको लागि there is a driver software, and that driver software is also the system software. Yeah, I paused my video over there. There was some job. Anyway, after the operating system and driver software, those fall under system software. We are going for the application software. I told you system software works for the system but doesn't solve our problem. But now we have application softwares that are made to solve our problem. Alright, let's see the definition. The software that is developed that is developed to solve the problems of users. Our problems. Users means those who use the computer. Yes, users means we use the computer. So users, we have different problems that can be solved through the computer. Like you have to add the 4918 to 9614. So if you have to add them, it is not that we cannot add them, but if we give it to the computer can do it little faster, and we can get the results, accurate results, in faster manner. That's why we use the computer. So anyway, to solve the problems of the user, there are different softwares made, and those are called the application software. The software that is developed to solve the problems of the user through the computer, that is the application software. Now application software runs on the platform or base of the system software. पहिला सुरुमा सिस्टम सफ्टवेयर हुन्छ, सिस्टम सफ्टवेयरले सिस्टम म्यानेज गर्छ, स्टेज बनाइदिन्छ, अन्त स्टेज माथि आएर काम चाहिँ कसले गर्छ, एप्लिकेसन सफ्टवेयरले गर्छ. So application software works on the platform or base prepared by the system software. System software activates the system, it makes the system workable, and after that the jobs for user, they are performed by the application software, and it directly works for the users. So application softwares that are intentionally made to solve the problem of the user, so they actually directly work for the users. For example, MS Paint. You might have operated the MS Paint. MS Paint is a simple example. There in MS Paint you can paint, you can make different kind of paintings, drawings, you can write the letters and make different shapes and color them in different colors. So that functionality is used by the user. Alright, and there is calculator. Calculator is also application software, because that is also used by the user to calculate, yes, to calculate different mathematical entities. Alright, so today's class we studied about the computer software, and in further videos we will study about different more types of system software, and types of application software are also there. But in this video I have given you the basic introduction about the software, system software, and application software. So keep watching and keep studying. Yeah, we are going through the pandemic and we are staying at home, and it is restricted to go out also. So please stay home, stay safe, and follow the precautions given by the authorities and given by the authorized people and the doctors, and stay home, stay safe, but don't forget to study. Okay, keep on studying and keep on learning new things every day. Thank you.